When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Notre Dame's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue.
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Harley. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. The give from the gun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. And he missed it. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Handoff from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The coach has to be happy with them.
The give to the tailback. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Working that left side now. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. The give out of the gun. Looking for room at the 40. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Pittsburgh was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen in the Steel City over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style points. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. Illinois looking to pay things off on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's third and goal. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That brings them to within 1. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trucking up.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He'll keep it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Right on the money. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Yeah, and it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Irish. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The offense lining up for a first down play. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Lawrence. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Running back searching for a hole. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Rams him with the stiff arm. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got him down the middle. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw. He wants it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Lyle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Completes it in the middle. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Finds his target down the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. There's a heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Now on the return. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. action on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the move, it's Lawrence. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver. The ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
It's complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Lyle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A designed run for the quarterback. Can't get him to the ground. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Kennedy. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Tight end now in motion. They'll try the run. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Hands it off on the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Turns it on in midfield. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative.
He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. They're working that left side. And he'll be brought down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Back open in the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give as they work on that clock.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these.
He's loose down the left side. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.